I've been very self-conscious of it. I don't really like meeting people.
A lot of our patients will tell us they've been told that they've had an operation before, nothing can be done.
Can you tell me how many spots it's got? 4.
If I'm reading, I will have to cover my right eye.
I just think that people are embarrassed talking to me.
People that I've not known, particularly if they're a younger element of people, you do hear a snigger and you possibly know why they're sniggering.
A squint is a condition whereby the eyes are not both pointing in the same direction. There are 6 muscles which operate each eye, and any of those muscles can specifically not be working.
One eye can be facing inwards, outwards, up, down, or a combination.
And a lot of people confuse squinting with making your eyelids go close together like that, which is also called a squint, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the eye position, one eye in relation to the other, not being aligned in a straight ahead position.
One of those little circles there looks like he sticks out like a little button.
When she was born, she had a squint, or we noticed a squint because I've got a squint, and so I was particularly aware that there was a possibility. As the eye develops, it can clear up, and we'll find out when we go and see the doctor.
Nose. Maybe hold on. Well done. Okay, let's try another eye. Good. All your stickers. Right, well done, Josh. Good boy.
Because your eye is drifting to the corner, you try and counteract that by turning your head to a different position and looking at the mirror and think, yeah, it looks a bit straighter there.
People turn their head, if they've got double vision, they'll turn their head to try and put their eyes in a position where they're straight. In people that have had maybe a squint for a long time, they'll turn their head so that people don't see that their eyes are turning. So it's not to get rid of the double vision, but it's to improve the appearance.
Even that's a bit of a struggle, isn't it? It just doesn't...
When I was a child, I mean, I don't think my mum did it on purpose or knew what she was doing, but she'd say to me, oh, I can see you're, in a bad temper, or I can see you're sulking because your eye looks worse. And lots of people that I've known for the last 30 years, they'll say, oh, I didn't know it bothered you. And my first reaction is, well, how would it not? I feel quite cross with them, but they don't realise.
This eye used to turn out slightly, and it would get worse if I was very, very tired.
I work full-time in a butcher's, and some points of the day I can't actually see at the customers properly. I can't see them properly out my right eye.
Sometimes if I had a really good night's sleep, it would be okay, but other times you'd wake up in the morning and you could see straight away that it was, I knew it was going to be a bad eye day.
It's frightening, really, but what can you do at the end of the day?
Working out what's going on is really exciting. It's a bit like a detective job.
My role primarily is to sort of assess the squint and measure it and work out roughly what we may or may not be able to do to it.
We can treat a lot of squints just with glasses. So if they're very long-sighted, for instance, we can give them a pair of glasses to correct their long-sightedness, and then that makes their eyes go straight. But quite a high percentage of them end up needing surgery. And look to your left.
Both the eyes seem to turn out. This is a relatively new thing. I was operated on in 1977 and have been told that the left eye has got a lot of scar tissue, so there's very little they can do about that, but the right eye they can straighten it up.
Well, we've done the measurements and...
I came here today thinking, no, I'm too old, they won't do anything, but something positive has come out of it today, which does make you feel a little bit more upbeat.
There are plenty of adults out there who have a squint, which is a cosmetic issue, and there's no reason why there's something can't be done about it, or at least try and have something done about it.
So from there to there. I think we have to be clear what cosmetic means, because it's not cosmetic like having botulinum toxin injections to get rid of your wrinkles. It's cosmetic in a much more complex fashion.
Don't ever think it's just cosmetic surgery. It isn't that at all. The psychological consequences are great as well.
In my previous job, I was in sales, and so you need to look people in the eye, otherwise they won't trust you. And I did feel uncomfortable sometimes because they couldn't look me back in the face.
The Eye Treatment Centre is a busy eye clinic which incorporates all forms of eye treatment. So we have our own dedicated eye theatres, an eye clinic, including a cataract unit and a ward area.
That was a large team of professionals. We've got ophthalmic nurses, we've got consultant ophthalmologists, orthoptists, and our reception and medical records team as well. Everybody works together to provide the best service we can for our patients.
Good afternoon, Eye Treatment Centre.
Unless you've had it looked at by a professional that understands what's going on and deals with the same sorts of problems every day, you don't know whether something can be done or not.
If it's affecting them and how they feel about themselves, if it's affecting their interpersonal relationships, if it's affecting their work, then they should come and see us, and it is certainly not a waste of NHS money. We want them to come.
Being referred in to us here at the Eye Treatment Centre can either be through the family doctor or an optometrist, or in some cases a health visitor will be able to make that assessment and refer directly into us.
We do surgery as a day case. We do virtually all of them under general anaesthetic for various reasons, but mainly because it stops the muscles moving while we're operating on them. And so you come in on the day, you have the operation, you go home the same day.
The operation didn't hurt at all. I was quite tired afterwards. I was home by about 3 o'clock that afternoon.
Most people take a week off work, but a lot of people, particularly self-employed people, go back to work the next day. It's only 10 days after your operation, so there's still lots of healing to go on. And
it has made a big difference. When I go into shops and things like that, I feel different. I mean, I feel like I can stand up straight and say hello, you know, rather than being a bit sort of... Even if it hadn't have been so successful, I would have still been glad I went ahead.
Can you just look at the camera straight? Can you turn your body straight? That is amazing. And where was your head before? I know where it was.
About like this.
Do you know it wasn't?
Well,
it's very funny because your head, if I may touch you, was like that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I can't see, I didn't really notice.
there aren't that many things we can do in medicine that really changes the way people can live and work and exist, and this is one of them.